One of the worst things that you can do is hide or disguise who you are or things that you're interested in, things that you want, just to potentially make another person happy. The fear is obvious. The fear is that if you tell people, if you show the world everything about you, if you don't hide anything, if that person knows you completely 100% and they end up rejecting you or betraying you for some reason, your entire being, everything about you, you're getting completely rejected. So what you do, you kind of give them a vanilla version of yourself so that if they end up rejecting you or doing whatever, it doesn't hurt as bad because they're not rejecting the entire you. This is something that I had realized a long time ago, but I caught myself doing it recently. Sometimes I will hesitate for whatever reason to tell a person that I'm interested in martial arts and that I train martial arts because somewhere in the back of my head, they might think that I'm like a psycho or like, I don't even know. I can't even tell you why I do this. But something that I heard a while back that changed how I thought about everything, because this used to be a massive issue for me. I used to care so much about just what people thought of me. But what was super important for me to realize was that those things that you may feel like hiding sometimes, you may feel like disguising, whether it's like an interest, just a personality quirk or desire, those are what make you you. Those are what make you unique. And if you express yourself, if you're talking to somebody and you bring up one of these things and they're like, oh, I don't want anything to do with you. Good. That's a good thing. That is not a bad thing at all. The thing is, when you are just completely 100% authentic in every single way and you share these things, you don't hide them, the people that are meant to be in your life they'll come to you naturally. The people that aren't will filter out they will filter out automatically. The problem is when you do hide this stuff, when you do disguise and kind of filter yourself, you may end up making some people happy. You may end up getting some friends because of that. You could completely lie and put on a completely new act and get a lot of support and a bunch of new friends for it. Again, the problem with this is that those friends that you may make, they're not actually your friends. They don't actually care about you. They don't like you for who you are. They like you for who you said you are, who they think you are. Even in relationships, if you find yourself talking to a boy or a girl, a man or a woman, and you find yourself curating your image to make who you think they are like you, even if they do end up liking you, even loving you, you, number one, will never believe them because they love a version of you that doesn't actually exist. It's not you. And two, you won't appreciate it because you have not been able to show this person who you really are, who you actually are. They are interested in a curated, fake version of yourself. You might just have things about yourself that you want to keep in private, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to share everything. But you cannot be scared of putting everything that you have on the table and being like, look, here's what I am. Here's what I do. Here's what I do. Here's my interests. And letting people decide whether that's something they want to like join along for. This could even be tied into opportunities. If you position yourself, if you make yourself appear as for whatever reason, somebody who loves software engineering, but deep down you love painting, but you've just heard that software engineering is what everyone's interested in. That's what everyone loves. And so you get a bunch of people reaching out to you about software engineer job openings. Deep down, you know that like you don't actually want to do this. You want to paint. I know it's hard to find a full-time painting job, but the point remains. You may get that software engineering job. You may even enjoy it for a little bit, but there is going to be a time where you come to yourself and you think and you realize that, I just completely made up a lie just because I thought that if this is what other people wanted, then I should want it too. This should be interesting to me too. And then you've dug yourself into a hole. But it is so important to understand that the things that you think may push some people away, they might, but they're also the things that will attract the people that love you. You cannot be liked by everybody. It's impossible. Because if you're liked by everybody, you will also be loved by nobody. And I would much rather be hated by a bunch of people, but also really, really loved by some people, rather than just liked, a little bit liked by everybody. And so you just have to be so visibly yourself, so monolithically obsessed with being yourself that the people that are not meant to be there, they'll just leave. And the people that are, they will show up right to your front door. And they'll be better friends than you could have ever wished for. And I've just noticed the more that I do this, the more that I just let myself express myself, as weird as that sounds, the better I feel, the more confident I feel, the happier I feel, just the more free that I feel. Like, God made you in a very specific way. And if you reject that, if you try and deny that, all that's going to come is suffering and people that don't care about you, things, opportunities that don't matter to you. But if you embrace everything about yourself, everything, when you think back to when you were a little tiny kid, your childhood experiences, your childhood interests, there is no way that by fully stepping into that you are going to not be extremely happy, extremely fulfilled, and attract the people and have the people that really, really, really love you. Stop hiding. Stop hiding stuff. Stop hiding who you are. Stop hiding what you like. Stop hiding what you want to do. Put it on the table and let whatever happens happen. Yes, it's hard. This is scary, but it's liberating and it's important. If you have to hide to get somebody, then you have to keep hiding to keep them. And that is not a life that I want to live, that you want to live, that I don't think anyone wants to live that life. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's what I know. Thanks for watching.